Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Just thought I'd do a quick video this morning on a new purchase that we made. Here it is, an Epic 2. Now, I've bought this gun with my own money. I went and picked it up Tuesday from Rob at Pickering Guns. He knew I had my eye on these. He messaged me, said he's got one in. Do I want to come through and have a look at it? So me and Luke drove through Tuesday night and I came on with it. So in this video, I'll just go through a couple of the key features, a couple of my likes, a couple of dislikes if there is any, and basically just give you a quick run through, just a quick, basically out of the box first impressions of this rifle. Like I said, we'll go through a couple of key features. I'll get some close-up shots, go through some of the internal workings of the rifle, how things work, and so on. So we'll start at the back. Now this incorporates a sliding AR buffer tube on the LITE version. It's 3 length adjustable, so you can get the eye relief of your scope set to wherever you want basically. Really nice, feels really nice and solid. Hardly no movement in it. Really good out of the box stock this. Now like I said, with it being a mil-spec buffer tube, you can virtually fit any aftermarket AR style stock to this. Really nice rubber butt pad on the back, and nice and wide. Quite firm, but feels nice in the shoulder. Also incorporates a QD sling stud, so you can attach your sling to that, no problem at all. Moving forward, we've got an AR style grip. Now I've swapped this out to a chubbier one, just nice wide grip, gives you a nice feel up to the hands. Nothing wrong with the factory one, it was just a bit thin for my liking. I like a nice chubby grip. Moving on, we've got Picatinny scope rail. Now this has got 30 MOA built into it, so you're going to get your elevation for your long range shooters, mainly in FAC that'll be, so you're not maxing out the elevation turret clicks on your scope. Also makes quite easy for night vision use, so you're not having to shim your scope or anything like that. Really nice feature by Epic there. Next we've got AR style safety, just there, really nice, really smooth. Cocking lever, side lever cocking. Now this is interchangeable from left to right if you want. I've left this on the right, but I've got to say this is one of the nicest cocking levers I think I've ever felt on a gun. It is super silky smooth. So it's spring loaded to the back there, and then you've got that last bit which cocks the rifle, springs back there. Really nice, really smooth. I'll just decock that. There we go. Moving forward, we've got the air tube. Now this is a 92cc, I do believe, so you're not going to get a massive shot count out of this, but they also do a bottle version if you want that extra shot count. Now this is a 300 bar fill. This is a foot regulated gun, so you've got no problems filling this up to 300 bar to maximise your shot count. You've got your manometer there for your fill pressure on the front. I know a few people are going to say they don't like the pressure gauge on the front. You've got to look down the barrel. Doesn't really bother me. Just make sure your gun's unloaded when you do it. You're going to have no problems. Like I said, this is a fully regulated gun. So housed in the trigger unit, you've got your regulated pressure gauge there. Really nice clear gauges. Quite big. Makes reading them no problems at all. Moving on, underneath you've got a, I think it's a 4-slot Picatinny rail. Now I've actually fitted a Eagle Vision Arca Swiss adapter to mine, just to make a tripod fitting easier, and I'm not going to take no paint or anything off the Picatinny rail. So you've got your regulator adjustment there. Obviously this is sub 12, so this has got an anti-tamper on. The FAC versions obviously haven't got a tamper on, and they come with a special case so you can make adjustments to them. Now you can adjust these while the gun's pressurised, which is a really nice feature. So you tuning guys are going to have no problems tuning these guns. At the back here, you've got your adjustable hammer spring tension. Now this is adjustable in sub 12, so if you do want to prat about tuning this, make sure, obviously it's your responsibility to keep this under 12 foot-pound. Now this Epic 2 has a balanced valve system. Epic say that this keeps the feet per second spread to really low, really consistent after every shot. So that's nice. That is also fully adjustable if you want to adjust that rifle. Epic have really pulled out all the stops here on this gun to make it as adjustable, as customizable as they can, really. Nice 2-stage trigger on there. Really nice adjustable blade as well, so you can customize it to however you want. I've had no problems at all with this out the box. The trigger is absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. Really nice short first stage, nice crisp second stage. Going to the business end, screw cut for 1/2 inch UNF. Now I've got the HW XL silencer on this, just keeping things nice and short, nice and compact. But if you can see this bit here, that unscrews, and it also has a thread underneath there. So if you want to fit the dedicated Epic silencer, you can do, just to keep things even shorter. But I've got no problems at all with the length of this. So on top we've got a fully carbon fibre shroud, really nice, chunky, makes the aesthetics of the gun look really nice. Now this incorporates the harmonic barrel tuner. It's adjustable for your torque settings, so you can set this to basically the torque setting that you want for your pellets, or you slug shooters out there want to shoot slugs. Moving on to the Kia slugs, the pointy slugs. This is an unchoked CZ barrel under here, 300mm barrel. Never had a problem with CZ barrels. They've always been phenomenally accurate. Really nice gun. We'll go on to a couple of the other features, give you some close-ups, have a look at some of the build quality, see what you guys think. So like I said at the start of the video, this is a cylinder version, 300 bar fill, 92 cc's, plenum at the back there, and that's basically your air cylinder there. Now Epic quote 50 to 90 shots on this. I was getting about 60 to 70 good full power shots from a 280 bar fill, so ample enough for a night's pest controlling. And like I said, if you want more shot count, maybe look at the bottle version. So filling this rifle comes with a fill probe just at the front there. You can see that, nice cover, clicks into place. You fill a probe, goes in there, fill it to 300 bar, whatever you want, and just flip the dust cover over. Really nice feature that. Just goes to show Epic's concentrated on the build quality with these rifles. Really nice that. You're not going to get no dust or anything like that in the gun. Moving on, we'll have a look at what you get in the box with this rifle. Then we'll have a look, we'll do some close-up shots of some of the features, and we'll have a quick chat what I do like and what I don't like. So in the box you get real nice manual, full colour manual, diagrams in there, how to adjust stuff and so on. Now you also get from the factory, which I thought was a nice touch, is you get a readout of the shot strings, what they got from the factory. So from the factory, these were using 10.34 grain pellets, probably JSB heavies. Type Epic 2 Lite, caliber 4.5, has the name of the tester, the date of the testing, so this was done on the 16th of the 9th, 2025. Number of shots 13, which is a full magazine. Average velocity of the rifle was 707. Standard deviation of 3.4. And a standard average muzzle velocity 11.5 foot-pound, which with 10.34 grain pellets is absolute bang on. You've got that bit of leeway either way to keep you within the sub 12. Now, I tested this over the chronograph the other day when we were shooting this just to set up the ballistics in the Archon, and my average was 707, so exactly the same as the factory was. So really nice, really good consistency there. Another couple of things we get in the box. You get a nice little box like that. So you get a 13 round magazine. Really nice all metal construction. Simply turn it round, drop your pellet in, keep turning it round. This is a 13 shot, this one. Really nice build quality on these. Feels really good, as the Epic does. Brilliant. You get a couple of stickers. You get a nice assortment of O-rings. Nice touch there by Epic. So yeah, really nice. Like I said, the build quality on this gun feels absolutely superb. There's no problem at all with build quality on these. Side lever cocking, switch from left to right. Like I said, really smooth. Probably one of the smoothest I've ever felt. Safety, also swappable from left to right. Effortless. Now I'll just dry fire this in a safe direction. There's no magazine in, the gun's empty. First stage, lovely. There we go. Really nice and quiet. Obviously I'm inside, so it's going to sound a bit louder and there's no pellet in. This is a really nice quiet gun with that silencer on. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll go through a few of the things that I do like and a couple of the things I don't like. So, first things I do like, build quality, obviously, absolutely phenomenal. Really nice job, Epic. Side lever cocking, I love that. Lovely and smooth. Nice little biathlon lever there. Really nice that. Adjustability, I like. If you're a tinkerer, you're going to love this gun for adjustability. Weight-wise, nice. Real nice. Nice and compact. Shoulders really nice. Brilliant. Now, on to the negatives. Now, in these videos, I like to keep full honesty. I did mention before, magazines. Really nice construction. Feel really solid. Now, I was having some problems with this gun. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was getting 3 pellets for the same hole, just at 20 yards, what we set our 0 to. Then I'd be getting flyers. And when I mean flyers, I mean maybe an inch or so flyer, left to right, up and down. Now, I was a bit worried at the start. I was wondering what was going on. So, after ruling out a few things, obviously putting it over the chronograph, shot string was excellent. No problems with that. Gun felt fine. Now, we later came to the conclusion that it was a magazine issue. So a couple of the pellets were feeling a bit grindy as you were pushing forward into the breech from the magazine. So we thought that could be the cause of the flyers. So after we thought it was a magazine, we decided to single shot load the gun. Now, the accuracy of this CZ barrel was out of this world. It literally stacked pellets on top of each other, and I mean like literally through the same hole. which it wasn't doing with the magazine. So that proved to me that it was clearly a magazine issue. Now, I've heard a few people say the same. Shite. Not good enough. Not acceptable in my opinion. Now, I've actually ordered another magazine to see if that fixes the problem. I've got that in my cupboard, so next time we're out, I'll do a couple of clips of the accuracy with the magazine, see if that's fixed the problem. I hope it has, but that for me was a little bit of a negative from through Epic. They should have quality control. They should have checked that, in my opinion. But whether it was just me, but I have heard a few other people mention about the magazines not feeding properly into the breech. Like I said, tried single shot loading, was absolutely phenomenally accurate with JSB heavies, no problem at all. Tack driver, absolute laser. So I knew it wasn't the gun. I knew the gun was capable of it. We've got CZ barrels in the Vixen, so I knew the barrels were accurate. So it was definitely a magazine issue. So hopefully this other magazine will fix that. And when we're out shooting, I'll do a couple of accuracy tests, only at 20 yards for now, just at the 0 range, to show you what this gun is capable of. So I hope you've enjoyed that video. I hope I haven't waffled on too long. I hope you've got a nice bit of info about this gun. I'll take a couple of close-up shots showing some of the features more closely, and hopefully you'll enjoy the next couple of testing videos. So as always guys, thanks for watching, stay safe, and please drop us a comment, a like and a subscribe. Bye for now guys, cheers.